kind of nailed it. Podcast 205.
Weird. My computer's all messed up. Couldn't see the first video at all. So I was just hoping it would work.
Perfect.
You did a great job. You did a great job.
Thanks. So obviously, before we jump into the Autumn Open, man, have things been happening today in 5-pin bowling? Ryland with 25 strikes in a row, 23 strikes in a row?
23 strikes in a row, yeah.
23 strikes in a row. What is the record again? Gino's 26, right?
I have no idea, to be honest with you.
I don't think there's anything. I mean, I don't think there's anything officially tracked. But like,
true. That's what you hear.
Yeah, but I still think it was Gino's like 27 or something like that for sure. 870 double in a pre-bowl, but like that's still that's incredible.
Have we noticed Ryland's really high games and high totals have been just him alone?
Yeah,
just tagging Ryland.
That was a strike. That was a strike.
No, you'd be able to see that. Yeah.
No, it's wild. Good for him. Absolutely crazy.
That's incredible. Like,
and then
to be dialed in that much, right?
Well, I like multiple times this year. So we have our final master set there. So we'll see what that does for Rai because clearly he's playing very well there.
Who's clicking a pen right now?
No one.
That's Dexter, actually, not me this time.
I was just bouncing it.
Yeah.
Just bouncing it. And then about 25 minutes ago, we had a perfect game at Sherwood Park. This one is pretty special, though.
It's from one of our Special Olympics bowlers.
Yeah, this is our.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine everybody hopping up and down right in the pit, not giving you space? And then Celine, who's up on lane 7, she yells out, "Hey, he's going for a perfect game." Like that would totally throw everybody else off. I can imagine
he's been bowling. He's been bowling a long time though, has he not?
Oh, he has been
for sure.
Yeah,
like
he's been good for a while.
For people out there, I mean, this is his third 400. Like this is like he's averaging 270. Yeah. So if anybody wants to sponsor him for TPC, I think that's a guy that can make the cut. And he's faster than Lenny Anseth. Like there's no doubt about that.
Yeah, he throws a shot so pure too. It's just like off the wrong foot, but it's so smooth and it's like just goes and hawks it, and the guy is unreal. So there's our first perfect game of the season, and like that's really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, that's insane. And like we know Sherwood Bowls pinfall has gotten better from last year, but it doesn't explain 3 pocket shots in the 12th. Like Tim, you were saying the everybody jumping up in the pit and anything. I don't think he even cared. He was excited. Like just the energy was like
he thrives.
Watch me throw rockets, guys.
He absolutely thrives off of that. He wants you to know how good he's doing. He wants you to watch him. So like he's loving this. He is loving that moment. So good for him. Can
you imagine him playing like the Saturday afternoon shift at TPC? Like he'd just be a ho-hum. Nothing would affect him. That's the kind of bowler he is, right? So
that's awesome.
Yeah, maybe put him on a lane draw with Adam Weber and Mitch Davies going for the last shift. I think that'd be a great little setup there.
I think so. I think so too. Before we jump into other sports, we probably should stay in 5-pin bowling for a little bit. First week of the 5PL is completed.
Yeah.
Anybody's gone and watched any of that? Some crazy lopsided scores already.
Really?
Yeah, like we have Next Gen at 15 points already after 2 games. Lumberjacks at 11, the Maniacs at 4, and the Revengers at 2. Obviously, those 4 played each other. So the Maniacs and Revengers, unfortunately, on the losing end of 2 of their matches. And then on the other side, we have the Rock and Rollers with 15, the Rebels with 14, and and then Pinsanity and the Pinslayers with 2-1, so they're on the losing side of that bracket too.
Yeah, and I mean that was, I think Pinslayers obviously going to be playing at Duncan after that match. It was kind of their swan song at Breckin, right? So yeah, it'd be. I mean, from my understanding, Duncan is a good scoring house too. But besides that, I mean, the Pinslayers made the playoffs last year, right? So they are a good team, and for them to not get those points at the beginning, it shows what the teams are playing against, how good they are, right? So the Rock and Roll has always been good. Rebels are good.
Shows you how good the Rebels are, an expansion team coming in, right?
Yeah. I mean, and then let's face it, they beat a team that was playing at Bonnie Doon. Right? So, I mean, people can say, oh, Bonnie Doon's this. That's how good their team is. The Rebels
I see. In the expansion, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right? So, I mean, they if you play Perry's a good scoring house too, by all terms of everything there. But it's quite something. So they're gonna be a team to watch. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, it was if you haven't seen the shows, go back and watch them. There's some phenomenal bowling. Obviously, Next Gen getting off to a hot start is no surprise. Last year's champions, and then everybody says they play out of Bonnie Doon, but the Misfits play out of Bonnie Doon too, and they made playoffs last year, so maybe it is a house thing, but you got to be a pretty good bowler still to score. So I don't care what people say. Bonnie Doon is just another house.
Yep, and I mean we've had to have bail out Next Gen and have them come play at Sherwood, and they still
shot 15.
Yeah,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be an interesting year. I do think our division's tough, the Cargill division, but I think that how everything kind of fell in the other division, it's gonna be tough. I think it's some high scores on the other one.
Yeah, I guess that's something that hasn't been gone over, but maybe we'll go over the divisions really quick. So there's a little bit of mix up in the divisions. So the Cargill have the Rock and Rollers, Rebels, Pinsanity, Pinslayers, the newly formed Crushers, the Trash Pandas, the Caribou Thunder, the Misfits, the Roses, the Eclipse, the Carnage, Venom, and Mayhem. And then on the other side, on the Schwartz Home Building Center division, is Next Gen, Lumberjacks, Maniacs, Revengers, Knockouts, Bombers, Avalanche, Holy Rollers, Kingpins, Dynamite, Snowmen, the new Storm Strikers, and the Average Pros.
Mm-hmm. I like that you put the Average Pros in their traditional spot.
Yeah. Well, like, so what happened when I was building out the graphic? I just used last year's graphic, and they just stayed in the same spot.
It was by design for sure. I mean, like I said, I'm excited for when I'm talking about the Schwartz division there. I'm excited to see for me the Dynamite to go against the Next Gen. I mean, for that aspect, it's going to be two high scoring centers against each other, and obviously that was the final match last year. It's going to be interesting to have the Snowmen and the Avalanche play each other. Be a good one, kind of a bit of a rival, right? So
yeah, all the Winnipeg teams are in one. Oops.
No, I mean that's totally fine. So there is going to be some rivalries there, and I think that's going to be really cool. And then on the Cargill side, obviously, like it'd be interesting to see how the Rock and Rollers are and the Roses are without having have to go through Next Gen, because obviously they made the playoffs the last few years, and for them not to be able to go on, it'd be interesting how that works. And you're right, Holy Rollers versus the Knockouts, the northern kind of connection up there. They all play each other and bowl together a lot. So there's some really good connections out there that I'm interested in seeing how they all play out.
Yeah, me too. We were going to banter a little bit about the MLB playoffs, but I think we're just going to let that simmer. Ryan O'Callahan's probably watching, so we don't really want to talk about the Tigers. So
go Guardians! Guardians in 5.
We'll jump straight into our Autumn Open preview here. We got a couple special guests joining us, not the typical And it's great to have them on. So I'm going to bring them straight in here. Maria and Trevor Wood. How are you guys? Or Trevor Wood. Trevor
Wood.
DeForest. How are you doing, guys?
Good.
Good. How are you?
Good.
Mark threw us into this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if for everybody out there, Mark really planned this out well. They let these two fine people know about 20 minutes ago.
Yep.
Typical Mark Miller planning.
I said in the back room, he said that the reason why he won is because he's a great delegator. It doesn't matter when he delegates, it's that he delegates, right? So
Sure. Thank God he's cute.
it's big to differ, but you guys all ready for the weekend?
Yeah, I think so. We got our volunteers in place, and now it's just the bowlers coming and throwing balls.
Awesome.
Our sponsors came through for us again with $5,000 in sponsorship money, which is amazing.
Yeah, you guys do an amazing job with your sponsorship. It's incredible.
Yeah, we've got some pretty good, they've been faithful to us. They've been really good. Mr. Schnapps is one of our YBC families too, and they helped us last year with our YBC shirts also. So it's good stuff.
Is the 1010 Tires a new sponsor for you guys this year?
He is. He's one of our YBC dads, and he's the main sponsor. He sponsored 1,000.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and that's why you'll see his sign is right over it's 10-pin bowling on the thing, and he's on lane 10. We went 10 for 10.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. We're doing good. And Mark said we're at 153 individual entries right now.
Awesome.
Well, that changed.
Yeah. He just sent me a message. So.
Oh, nice. So
Yeah.
it was 165 individuals last year. So it's down a few individuals, but you guys' re-entry rate, it's still going to be 250 entries. That's pretty good.
Yeah. And the weather's going to be great.
Again.
How hot is it going to be?
It's almost summer weather. It's going to be in the high 20s.
No, really?
Yep. Yep.
gonna be
We're
so
having
hot
a
in
summer
paradise.
weekend.
So
I'm wearing a Speedo, Maria.
Hopefully Mark has the AC over lane 1 figured out.
Don't know.
No?
I'm wearing a Speedo
Well, it says okay.
and a crop
so
top.
it says Friday's going to be 15, Saturday's going to be 14, Sunday to be 21.
Now that's on your side. Here they're telling us we're going to be in the 20s.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. All we know it's going to be very warm, and that air conditioning better be working.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hopefully not leaking all over the lanes.
Hopefully not.
If not, I'm sure Trevor, you can help him out, right?
I mean,
Trevor,
that
we're
never
staying
happens.
positive. Trevor, we're staying positive.
100%.
We have rental shoes if you guys need shoes. We're good.
Perfect.
So I everybody knows that Maria's been like one of the mainstays and one of the great volunteers that the Autumn Open has. For many people out there, they don't really probably recognize Trevor's, right? So Trevor hopped in last year, right, on the committee?
Yeah.
Okay. Trevor, okay. Trevor's shy, so it's okay. So, Trevor, you've helped out with the committee trying to find sponsorship and all that, correct?
Yes. Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if my mic is working.
No,
It is
we
It's
hear you
working.
loud and
We
clear.
can hear you.
Yeah, everything is. Yeah. My company was sponsoring last year, and then I changed companies, the company I work for, so it's kind of that's kind of fallen by the wayside. But we've been doing what we can there as far as getting sponsors in there.
Correct.
Awesome. It's really cool to see you getting more and more involved in playing in more and more things too. Like we saw you at the start in Sherwood, and where you are now is a really cool journey and story. And it's neat to see you playing in more things, making cuts, and then almost making the Open this year, and now you're on committees and you're all in.
Yeah, well,
Awesome.
When you say making the cuts, I made one cut.
Hey, that's a lot more cuts than a lot of people have made.
It's a start.
And and made the play in Red Deer, so I guess got to get my ass kicked there, so that was fun.
No, Trevor, you're doing just fine. But like I said, between Maria and yourself, Trevor, and I know you guys have a great committee. I think Aaron's in there, Miller, and there's many other ones that help out. We know that this weekend is going to be an absolute success. So, everybody, Mark kind of texted me after my bio came out. This is my favorite event, whether I want it or not. It's always been my favorite event. I love coming down to Paradise Lanes. I love the format, and I know that we're really excited about it. So,
Pinfall
No, it's always a good time.
this year.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. We have the same core of volunteers we've had since, there's 4, counting Carrie Schaefer, who've been there basically since we moved the Autumn Open came over to Paradise.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
we've got a good core of regulars helping us out.
So important, and that just makes everything so smooth and easy year after year.
Sure.
The Masters was obviously played there, the Tournament Masters there last weekend, and the pinfall seems like it's made a turn.
Yeah, Pinfall looked really good.
Mark says it's the toughest house in the city for sure.
I know, he kept telling me that. And I was like,
Yeah.
it seems all right. I mean, last year when we played Masters there, I think it was 2151. And this year we had 6 guys over 22 or 6 guys over 21.
Let's just say how it was, Dexter. You shot 2,300. You won. So you think it's the greatest thing ever? No, don't. It's okay.
I wasn't talking about that.
I just took the elephant out of the room.
There was no elephant.
No, I think scoring is going to be great down there. I know Carrie mentioned it was 153 bowl, or you guys mentioned 153 bowlers.
153.
So they're going to be shooting around close to that 250 to 280 mark around that point, right? So there's going to be a lot of entries down there for you guys. So
yeah, the only thing, because it's a 48 cut, I think it hurts the re-entry rate just a little bit, but I still think it'll be 230, 240 entries. That's back in the day. We were happy when we got to 125 entries, 130 entries. Now we're crushing 200 at almost every event. That's insane.
Exactly.
I think it's because people are getting more, even the younger kids are getting more active and wanting to become more competitive.
Yeah.
We've got one of our young guys from Paradise, unless he's chickened out on me. He's in his last year of YBC, and he's actually going to try it this year. He knows it's not going to be easy, and he's not expecting to make the cut or anything, but just the experience will be more than enough. And here in Calgary, I do have to give kudos to Eric and Colin Christensen for bringing in that youth series. It's brought YBC bowlers that would never think of bowling competitively into now figuring out that, hey, this is really good. So
I hear it all the time from YBC kids or even adults that are trying to be more competitive and gain experience and do stuff. I don't want to put the money in because it's a waste of money. And I hate hearing it, because whether you make the cut or not, it's an investment on your career. It takes those experiences to get to where you want to be. And if you keep holding back because you think it's a waste of money, you're never going to get to where you want to be. So put your money in, enjoy it, be part of the experience, and it will stimulate growth. It's important.
Yeah, it's the experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know we have that little guy, Lucas, who he's biting, just biting at the chance to get into this thing, right? Already at 8 years old. So,
Yeah,
but
he's already better than Dad. So,
well, that's for sure. He's better than quite a few of us. Thank you very much.
Fair. But yeah, like, so any young people out there, I would always encourage them. I know Aaron used to have Aaron Arndt's company when he worked with the other company. They used to do like Rising Stars, where they offered one free entry to a young kid out
Apparently, it's being done again this year.
Oh, wonderful! Cool.
Yeah, we've I know we've picked a young man for it, and we've contacted his family already. But yeah, it's being.
I believe it was Oliver Eisenbart of the Toppler.
Oliver, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
So the Arndt family has picked up the Rising Star Award, and they are sponsoring for this season.
Wonderful.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
that's a great interlude to that, right? So, Dennis and Sharon and Aaron and Vanessa have done a great job with the community. So that's absolutely awesome to hear that.
That's great.
Yeah.
And both Eisenbarts are very great kids. I mean, they're very nice. So I think that's a great fit for that situation there too, as well.
Yep. His mom was pretty excited when Mark reached out to her.
Mm-hmm.
So.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So let's go, like, we do this every season, however many years we've been doing this, but so it's a 5-shift event. So you guys are running a Thursday shift, 2 Friday shifts, and 2 Saturday shifts.
Yep.
What time does it start on Thursday? 1 o'clock?
1 o'clock for the singles, and then there's the doubles tomorrow night.
Oh yes, I'm very familiar with that doubles tournament.
Yes.
I've won it a couple times. And that's the pod system too, right? 3 pods of 6, top 2 from each pod move on.
Yes.
To play a final 6 round robin. What? Oh, I had a specific question and now I lost my train of thought. Shoot.
Early onset Alzheimer's. There it is.
Yeah, it's coming along with my back. Dang it. It'll come back to me. Somebody else pick up the conversation.
No, I'm here to wait for that. I'm ready.
Okay, let's wait it out. Dang it! Oh
No,
yes. You didn't. The Bakers isn't full.
That I don't know. I don't think so.
I think there was only 14 teams signed up.
I
I'll
don't
see
know.
if I could check out the.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
The Bakers at the Autumn has seemed to been running late the last few years, and I think that's kind of maybe why the drop off is. I remember, Tim, the one year we played, it was like 1:30 in the morning, was it not?
Oh, it was so late. I
And
think
then
we
the shift
decided.
starts at 8:30.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was crazy.
I think we decided. Let me just pull it. I think it was 2022.
Oh, there's 18 teams on the list now.
Yeah.
18. Oh wow, amazing.
Oh no, sorry, that's doubles. That's doubles. My bad.
No, the doubles is full.
Yeah, 14 right now for the Bakers.
Bakers. Yeah.
So if anybody's looking for Baker spots, jump on in.
Got room.
Yeah, 4 spots. It'll be a good time.
I'm just looking at the. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Tim.
Oh, I'm just looking at previous year's scores. I mean, we always talk about it, right? About cut lines and whatnot. Obviously, Dexter thinks the scoring is incredible, so he's probably thinking about 2,200 for 48 spot. But
That's pretty conservative.
but do you guys have a number in mind? Number in mind what it's going to be? So last year, I'll throw it out there. Last year with the top 48, it was 2062. Of course, Bubble Boy Rob Wolfson was 48th. And then the previous year, it was 2100, but that was top 40. Yeah.
And last year they had 272 entries.
Yeah.
274. 274 entries.
Yeah.
And are we betting beers?
Always.
Well, actually, we're not betting anything. Whoever wins gets around for.
Tab.
Yeah, Mark Miller has a tab running for us.
Right, Trevor? I'll say 21.75.
Mark had the pad. 175.
sorry.
What is that? What's
What was the number, Marie? 21?
2175.
No, thank you.
what's the best to make top 48?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Top three, yeah.
Sure.
What is 2175 equal out to like average wise?
like 270.
2175. You're looking at
272.
270. Yeah.
272.
I'm saying there's going to be a lot of 400, so it can be done.
Yeah,
Mark didn't even want any 400 shirts. Or, there's no 400. Mark doesn't believe in 400s at Paradise.
But we got the glasses.
What a bum.
We
You're
got
like,
the trophies.
So Maria's saying 2175. I'll say 2150.
okay. And back, and so the scoring, I'll put it this way, the scoring was top 48 based off the year before. Sorry, it was 2125. So
The year before.
I think it'd be 21. I think 2120. 2120. For 48.
I'm going to go 2121.
Oh,
Bob, I forget.
That's right.
2111.
Wow.
this looks good because Maria's going to be buying. So Mark's going to be
Maria's buying?
buying. Yeah.
Remember, I live really far from the lane, so I have to leave early.
Oh, that's okay.
Leave a card.
The bar opens at 9.
Yeah, and I hear you have an amazing son that's willing to pick you up and drop you off.
Oh, are you going to tell him that?
He's listening, so it's perfect.
Yeah, I'm sure he
He
is.
is.
Yeah,
He is.
I'm talking about Adam Weber, not about Joey. So
Yeah.
I think the main thing is as long as that beer cooler's working this year, we're good.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
God.
right.
It is
Last year
working.
was rough.
It broke down. Wasn't it, Trevor, the day of the day it started, I think is when it broke.
Thursday it
Yeah.
broke down, and they were putting beer into like buckets with ice, and it was awful. It was the worst experience of my life. It was the worst.
Like at least last year wasn't the year where it was 38 degrees outside and 7,000 degrees inside.
Yep.
You know, because if the beer cooler broke down that year, there might have been death.
Oh, that would have been the end of the Open for sure. There would have been a mass exodus from you guys.
Village Lanes Village Brewing in the cooler again this year.
I think so. Yes, they're one of. I think they're one of the
Yeah.
sponsors, aren't they, Trevor?
Yeah, they are one of the sponsors. Yeah, they are.
Awesome. We just went
They
there
have,
Saturday
they have
night.
quite a few. They have quite a few different things to offer there for that from Village, so they're pretty good.
Yeah.
So then it's a 48 cut. So people don't know, Sunday morning, the 48 play another 8 games, and then they cut it to 16. So usually that 16 cut falls right in around the same place. Hopefully it's not 2175. So it's a little bit lower than that.
We'll die on that one.
Yeah. But with 153, hopefully there's always stragglers that walk in. I don't know if that happens so much anymore. It used to happen quite a few years ago, but now with shifts filling up and
It's hard to do that.
yeah.
It is definitely hard to do that. But it looks like they're like if you want to play Friday afternoon, there are some spots open. So let them know to go in and play. It's Friday 1:00. Saturday morning looks pretty stuffed. But Saturday afternoon, there's a couple of spots left before you get on a wait list too. So if you guys are wanting to play, get your names in right away.
Yeah,
There are some
Mark's-
spots.
and if you've booked more than one shift and you're not going to bowl, just make sure you let us know so we can
Yes.
take someone off the waiting list.
Absolutely. Please let them know.
what did we ever do with that blacklist of players from last year? I know it was circulating, so. But I
It's
mean,
still circulating.
yeah. Well, I know. I think we're just missing back on one center, but anyways, yeah. Especially Saturday morning. Honestly, there's always space because people just don't show up in the morning.
Yeah.
sign up, especially after the Bakers.
After
So if you are interested in playing that Saturday morning, I would just recommend showing up.
Yeah.
There's usually always somebody there. So
Show up and you might get in for sure.
yeah. If you can make it, just text Trevor DeForester. Trevor can take anything you want and he can pass it on to Mark.
100%. Yeah, no problem. I'm sure I've delegated that issue to you.
Somebody has to delegate something back to Mark.
You know he's sitting there in the office laughing his ass off. Yeah, I can just know it. Like he's having a great time. But
Guaranteed.
yeah, so I guess the question is also, if we're talking about cuts a little bit, obviously Mark's won it this year. Does he have an opportunity to win back to back?
I mean, he's playing, so he has an opportunity. He just has to play better than he did last weekend.
Okay,
Yes.
Bradley took that. Okay, yes, but who's your guys' pick?
Who's our what?
Your pick.
Who's your pick to win the Autumn Open this year?
Oh, you guys don't. I'm not answering this one.
Oh,
Because you know
Yeah.
where I'm gonna. You know
You
where
have
my
to.
loyalties are gonna go.
You threw out
pick
the
him.
number 2175, and you're worried about who you're going to pick.
All right. I would pick
You can't pick
either
family
of my
member.
other sons.
You can't pick a family member either. I can't pick Dexter, so you can't pick Adam.
He's not a family member.
Right.
He's Lucy's
I guess he
roommate.
isn't. No,
That's
he
right,
is.
just a roommate.
That's the roommate. That's right.
Okay, you did me dirty there. Yeah, that's for sure.
I honestly don't know. There's so many. Just watching the guys at the Masters last week, it's going to be interesting because there was a lot of good bowling last weekend, right?
Mhm.
Like Bradley was good, and there's always good old Tyler in there again, and I don't know.
Yep.
It could go anyway. So this way, I don't have to say who I pick.
You
No,
still
you
have
do.
to pick.
You
still
do.
have to pick,
So
yeah.
I still have to pick.
100%.
I'll pick first. Then I'll pick first.
Hey, you
okay?
pick first.
I want to pick Mitch. Something good has to happen to Mitch.
I was going to pick him because he's going to be so well rested.
He hasn't played it a lot lately, but I want to pick Mitch
Mhm.
for good juju.
Dexter, who are you picking?
Bold pick, Cotton. Yeah.
Well, that was my pick. So give me a second here.
While Dexter's thinking about that, I think I'm going to go with Parker Anderson.
That's a good pick.
There we go.
Is it because you bowl with Parker on Mondays? Are you obliged to do that?
I mean, he's in the league. I don't bowl with him, but
Okay.
I think he's good enough to win it for sure. And I think he's been bowling well lately. So
He's
I mean, I haven't watched the WCBT finals yet, so I don't know how he bowled there. But that was a while back anyway.
Mhm. That's a good pick. Parker's always going to play well, no matter where he plays for the most part.
Yeah, I think so.
I'll stick with my last pick last year that missed the cut, Sylvain Bercier.
Fly's bound to win one of these times. He's
He
been
has
second,
to.
third, fourth. Yeah.
Keep picking him.
You're
He
right.
has
It
to
has
win
to
one.
happen eventually.
Yeah. As long as you don't pick Alex. I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, no. Team's lie.
All
right.
I'll go with Derek Holm.
Derek. There's a very good pick.
He didn't play very good at Masters at Paradise, did he? Though.
No, you know what? What's crazy was he has his own custom shoes, and he has the same heel and slider on it, but he can't slide there because it's not because of the Paradise lanes; it's because of the shoes. There's no problem anywhere else he goes, but he went back to his just old SSTs and it worked.
Yeah,
That's so crazy. I have no idea why. But as soon as he found out, he played much better, and then he won down in Toppler. So
Yeah.
Derek is always a great pick to have there.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to say Bradley Ticket. I just have a feeling. He played really good on Sunday, too, and he just seems like dialed in, and his body's holding together. So
And he was happy. It was weird.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Oh no. Oh yeah. That Brad would say the same thing.
That tracks. Yeah.
Like there was no offense taken by that. I can promise you.
Well, okay, I knew that, but okay, Trevor, that's what we have to do: keep our bodies in peace and one piece, and be happy all the time. Okay.
I think I bowled a qualifying shift with Bradley in Red Deer, and he was not doing that great. And he was a treat. He was quite the treat.
Oh, did I not say Wilton? I'm just gonna add an E into the spreadsheet here. That'll fix it.
Yeah.
Wilton's still coming off the high of playing at tour finals.
Yeah, and you know what? It very well could be his year. Honestly,
Sorry.
he's
Gallagher Cup.
like a
No,
country.
that was
Final
his
weekend.
wife. That was his wife. He was. Did he play? He
Yeah.
didn't play.
He played Gallagher Cup.
What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah,
Tim?
he did. Yeah.
Dear Lord. The nice thing is like I saw Bradley play a couple weekends ago in Dawson Creek as well. And like if she coached, yeah, you're right, she did. He could drink at this. And I watched him drink, and man, that guy was dialed. Like absolutely dialed. So don't rule him out. Don't rule him out. So starts at
we should pick a
11.
dark horse.
Oh,
We should pick dark horse.
Ooh.
I'm not
Someone
picking
that's
Trevor.
never won a WCBT event before.
Oh,
I should have
back to
saved
the
Sylvain for
spreadsheet.
this.
Here we go.
I'm not picking Alex, that's for sure.
Tyler McLean.
Oh.
There you go. Yeah.
You know what I want to pick? I want to pick Shelby Crest.
He won the Heritage.
No, that was not WCBT. That was before WCBT.
Tim.
So no.
I'm not putting it in.
Huh?
I'm not putting it in. So pick something else.
Well, I literally just got schooled, you guys. Same
Okay.
thing as me seeing Mark Johnston. Matt Harms.
I can't say anything. He won the tour finals a while back, but yeah, he hasn't won a WCBT event. Maria, Trevor?
God.
Was that your pick, Kerry?
No.
They can't have won any of the events. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who'd you pick, Tim?
Matt Harms.
Oh, okay. He hasn't won anything? How's that
Yeah.
possible?
Yeah.
Colton.
Nice.
Yeah, that was gonna be my other one. Yeah, that's a good pick.
Thanks, Steve. Your shirt's going to be in the mail here shortly.
Who says he was talking about you?
Oh, he's talking about me. Steve, who are you talking about? Write that in chat. Write that in chat.
Has Dwayne Gallardi won anything before?
No.
He hasn't won technically a WCBT event. He won the Manitoba Open before it was a tour event.
I think I'll go with him.
We're gonna allow that pick, but we're not gonna allow Tim's.
Yeah, because I didn't like Tim's, but I like Trevor, so
Tim has a bad attitude.
yeah. My dark horse is going to be Rich Weber.
Rich Weber.
No way.
He makes 16s every year, Tim. Every year.
He
He might
does.
win one.
He does, absolutely does.
I am actually bowling with him this year.
Are you
I
really?
think he's gotten better.
Which?
What's
I
that?
said it on 5PL a couple years ago. I was like, I think he's actually throwing the ball better now. I actually do. He's getting the ball out on the lane, and like he's always on the ball really well. But the one thing that Rich has struggled with was getting the ball out, and now he gets the ball out, and it's like he throws the ball really well. Like he very well could win this tournament for sure.
People don't realize he's throwing a 4 3/4, 3-6 ball, and he can't get the ball out.
But okay, but if you go pick up a candlepin ball, I guarantee you're going to smash it into the line too. It's just kind of you're either going to lob it or you're going to smash it into the line.
He gets it down there super fast.
Exactly.
Yeah. No comment.
I like it.
No, Rich is good. Rich just makes the 16s all the time.
We just said that, Tim.
Yeah,
We just said that.
So, for everybody out there knowing Dark Horse, I picked Matt Harms, but if Shelby wins, I also win that. So,
Nope.
It kind of works that way.
There's only one name on this list. Tough break.
First you price it right me, and then you screw me on my pick. I see how this
I
goes.
didn't. It was a collective decision.
I'll take the blame for that. I 100% screwed you over on that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, it is what it is, I guess.
Who are we thinking for the doubles? Have we looked at that at all? I haven't looked at who's playing the doubles at all.
Are we going to pick winners or are we going to...
I don't know. I'm down for gambling in all of this.
Oh, God. I'm
I'm
going to pick Mitch and Greg.
Yeah. You can't pick a previous winner.
We're just making
Who
up
made
rules
that
now.
rule?
So, you can't pick a previous winner.
I'm going to take Michaela and Christine.
Oh, that was my pick.
I'll take Anthony and Brett.
Do you know what I want to pick? I want to pick Bradley Wilton and Tyler McLean.
I'm going to go Bailey and Connor.
Okay.
I don't know if you
Little
follow Connor on
Bailey.
Instagram, but his first balls have been pretty crappy lately.
That guy
I love
has
what he does,
so
though.
much natural talent.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I like him.
What do you guys look forward to most on the weekend? Like, Maria, is there something that stands out, like, from the weekend that is, like, your favorite part of the event?
Just having everyone there and the camaraderie. Like everyone, you guys are all competitive, but you still all cheer each other on. And it's nice to see that, with everything that's going on nowadays in this world, that guys walk in there and there's a little bit of peace in the sense that the outside world is not in there and just throwing balls and all having fun. I know there's a lot of money on the line too, which is a good thing, but just seeing everyone get along is the best part of it all.
Yeah,
And
it's
after
really
being
cool.
in there since 1977 is like,
Yeah.
seen a lot of changes since then.
It's really cool to see how that whole side of, like, the bowling community has changed. And it's definitely a lot more close-knit, and there's not a lot of squabbling or stuff like that back and forth. It's not cutthroat. Like, they want to win, but they don't want to, like, win at all costs. And it's
And the
awesome.
other thing is watching you guys, the ones that are there all the time, how you guys make the young people feel welcome.
It's important. It's
You put them at ease.
yeah. Like, I mean, it's the only way our game survives. And
Yeah.
like, for a long time, there was like kind of this reputation where like the highly competitive players like aren't inclusive of the other people, and like it's just not that way. It's just not that way at all, and it's definitely not that way at all anymore. And I love seeing it. I love seeing, people trying to better themselves, get into these tournaments. And yeah, like you said, the young people, but like the community has gotten really good, and the community has gotten really inclusive of those people, because it's important to our sport. But at the end of the day, we still want to have beers with these people. You don't want to drive these people away. So it's nice.
Beers when they become of age. Obviously, we kind of have beers when they're younger, but I don't know if I never probably told this story. Maybe we did. I was talking about the tour finals. We had a young gentleman from Ontario that came up and watched Taylor Rosal, right? And Taylor was just wanted to come and watch the tour finals. So I know we struggle for people to come watch the tour finals and from Alberta. This guy flew from all the way from Ontario to watch these players that he's looked at bowling on YouTube, whether it's not just the top 12, but a lot of other ones, right? So I think we forget you're right, Maria. I think we forget the draw that we've brought over the years with these kids that we maybe totally unknowingly have, right? And I think it was really cool that during just before the filming was happening, we're all practicing, and he actually brought his towel and we all signed it, right? And each one of those 12 people, I talked to him and asked him, gave him a little bit of time. And I think if we give a little bit of time to each one of those kids out there that are participating, I think it goes a long ways, right? Yes. You look at the Eisenparts kids, right? They're great kids. Like, I know that they're participating. If we give a little bit of time for each one of these kids out there, I think it goes a long ways, right? And it was kind of crazy. We were talking on the weekend, making me feel, well, I know a lot more people have done it for a lot longer, but I mean, it's just like year 20 of us playing all these events together. A lot of us we all drive together, we all participate together. So when Maria does say, hey, yeah, you know what? It's like, you're at peace when everybody comes in the bowling alley. It's family to a lot of us, right?
Yeah.
We've all traveled and done these things for many years. And a lot of us are spending our long weekends. Like, I don't know when the last time I had Thanksgiving, right? But we're spending Thanksgiving with Maria every year, right? And for these
events, where's our turkey, Mom?
Yeah, where's our turkey, Mom?
At every league that we talk about the Autumn Open, I mentioned if they, whoever's having turkey dinner Sunday night, there's a few of us that'll take whatever you bring us.
Yeah, and I know you guys normally have your Chinese, right, on Sunday night, right? Right.
Yeah. That's a tradition we have for the volunteers.
Mm-hmm. And it's a wonderful thing, right? But a lot of us we all spend our long weekends or our holidays with each other, right? So for the first event of the year, I always find it the most special because it's the first one and everybody hasn't seen each other in so long, right?
Yeah.
Just like for side note with us, so Lucy and Joey spent most of the time. I see Joey just made a comment about that.
Yeah.
Between the Autumn Open and the Open Provincials, our kids hardly saw us at all during those events. And then came Masters Nationals, where I got the pleasure of participating at Nationals and with Joe too. And the kids really were the ones that kind of paid the price, but they watched as they were growing up. They watched like the Bruce Mortars and the Lynn Howells and the Gregs and all of them. And they became family because it was nothing for the kids to sit there and spend hours talking with the bowlers, right? And that's what I'm doing with my YBC program right now. We've kept the names of our teams, Pro League team names again this year. And I've reached out to some of our YBC kids and said, come on down and I'll introduce you to someone from the team that you're named after, kind of thing. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's awesome. I really like that idea.
So if they're named after the Crushers, please do not send them to Adam's direction, please.
That's right.
Well, no, because Adam's not a Crusher anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Right, he's not. This feels like a suspension.
No.
Is that not a suspension?
No. I actually think Steve is a wonderful human being. And big fan of the show, big fan of me.
I don't like what he said. I think that's a suspension.
That's what it is.
Tim's got a fan, guys. Let him have his fan.
He
The
needs one.
singular.
He needs one.
No, man.
His only fan.
As long as he's not running OnlyFans.
That's right. Ooh, speaking of which, we had an idea, didn't we, Tim?
Yes. Okay, so this is perfect. All right. And I know, Maria, you're going to have one up in your office. And you're going to have one at the bowling alley, okay? I have somebody reached out to me and wanted to talk to me about calendars.
About what?
And calendars for the upcoming season. It could be maybe 5P Universe can sell some calendars. It's pretty cheap, but we're thinking we're getting 12 photos and maybe make it a sexy bowling photos. Maybe like you can have us in there. Maybe the 3 guys here. You can have Tyler in there. I'm sure we can find 7 other fantastic looking men and put it in there, and we can sell it for maybe some sort of charity, maybe a Christmas bureau or something. Right? We can do something.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think he'd sell a single calendar.
Yeah, that's what I
You know
was
what?
thinking.
You know what?
You're wrong. Jeff
you're
Young
wrong.
will buy one for sure.
Who?
Jeff Young, for sure.
Yeah. I think it's doable. I think people would buy it just for how bad it would be. But
Do Trevor and I get to pick out what you guys would wear? Because
I
you'd
was
be
just
covered
thinking
from
of,
head
like,
to toe.
Shorts and suspenders, and then just me looking over my shoulder.
I think they all have to be bowling themed. So maybe one of us is like, I could be using the broom to clean up the approach, something like that.
Yes.
It could be maybe somebody going for a tangle. Ball jam. That's for sure one. Right? I think we can get 12 really good photos. Maybe it's only 3 of me, 3 of Carrie, 3 of Dex, 3 of Tyler. Maybe we just do all 3 like that, right? So
Sure.
I do think that is a very positive solution to something out there. There you go, Mr.
Maybe.
February.
Throw it out there, see what happens, I guess, right?
Yeah.
I think Trevor had a good point. I don't you're going to sell. Probably
What
can't
is the
do
worst
that.
thing that could happen? Oh, we could lose money.
No. I don't think it'd be that bad. I mean, the minimum and what the cost is and the price, it's very, very reasonable. Very reasonable.
Mhm.
It is in
Maybe
Denver.
we can get some sponsors. A sponsor for each month.
Yeah, that would work.
You guys want to see a calendar? Put the money where your
we
mouth
could
is.
just put like
50 bucks
stickers
a month.
all
That's
over
all
our
it needs.
body for the pictures.
You could make it a
Just like-
contest.
Just like A
Yeah.
and B Express nipple tassels.
You know what? I just got a text message. It said that Mark Miller is willing to do this.
There it is.
We just delegated it to him.
Delegation. Oh,
Nice job. Good job. I mean, he's got to do
Boys.
something, right?
yeah. There we go. Delegation.
Or you
Um,
could turn around and put a white spot on the face and have somebody guess the body. But
Oh,
clothes, in clothes, not yeah.
oh.
Thanks for clarifying, Maria.
Yeah. I had to clarify that one really fast.
yeah. And, I mean, Joe's in the house. I mean, come on. Like,
I don't want no. Trust me, no.
Oh, autumn open.
Not something people need to see.
Yeah.
oh, we're doing it autumn open. Okay.
No.
Saturday night
no.
photo shoot.
Oh yeah, I'm in.
So we good to wrap this one up?
Starts tomorrow, 11 a.m.
Yep.
No, sorry,
1 a.m. 1 p.m.
1 p.m.
Oof,
1 p.m.
1
shift
a.m. would be
tomorrow.
rough.
8:30 Friday morning, 1 p.m. Friday afternoon, 8:30 a.m. Saturday, and then 3 p.m. Saturday night for the final shift.
Right.
If you want to get in shifts, Friday afternoon looks like there's some. Saturday afternoon there's some. Get it in right away. If you are not going to be there, please contact them. please contact them. There's always people looking to get in, and not contacting them will stop people from getting in. So please contact them. Be respectful. Yeah, good luck, guys. I hope everything runs really well for you. I know it will. It always does. So looking forward to it.
Everything's going to be live streamed on the WCBT Facebook and YouTube page. All the shifts, all of Sunday. No doubles, no bakers, unfortunately. Those events are just a little too wild sometimes, and it's hard to follow along in that format. But the rest of the stuff will all be live streamed. So catch us on there.
See
All
you
right,
guys
we'll
when
see
you get here.
everybody in Calgary.
You betcha. Have a good one,
Guys.
everybody.
Looking forward to it, guys. Thank you.
Looking forward to it, guys.
All right.
Okay,
Okay,
bye-bye.
talk to you later. Bye.